Hi, I'm Richard Smith, British triathlon coach, and I'm here at Odd Down in Bath with 220 Triathlon magazine to talk about some key tips on how you can improve your transitions. So triathlon is a continuous sport. It's not swim, bike, run. It's swim, bike, run, and the fourth discipline of transition is all about the efficiency of how we move through transition. And what we're going to share with you is some top tips of how you can save time in the transition area and move efficiently from one discipline to the next. In terms of moving through transitions, there's several different stances that we can have to allow us to move. So we can place our hands on the handlebars and walk, run with the bike. We can bring one hand onto the seat and one hand on the handlebars. And ultimately, really, we want to be in a vertical position with a hand firmly on the seat so we can actually run at speed. And it's this position that the pros use to really move through transition rapidly. So to run efficiently with the bike, you actually want to place your hand firmly on the seat with your index finger pointing in the direction you're going to travel. Practice walking with the bike so you keep it close to your hip. And once you've mastered that and balancing the bike, you can start to build your speed up, and then you should be able to run at real speed. So one of the rules of triathlon transition is you have to be beyond the mount line before you can get onto the bike. And a lot of novice triathletes think that means you literally cross the line and then get onto your bike. And that tends to be a very busy area. So don't be afraid of actually moving beyond the mount line before you actually get onto the bike. Second mistake, rookie mistake people make is they don't put their brakes on. If they're doing a static mount and they try and mount onto a moving bike, that's when accidents happen and people fall off. So firmly place your hands on the brakes, bring the bike to a stop, and then you can lean the bike, step over, clip in, and then you're in a perfect position to push off and start riding. So you've probably seen the likes of the Brownies doing what we call a rolling or flying mount, and it looks really technical, and a lot of novice triathletes are quite scared of trying to do a rolling or flying mount, but it's actually relatively easy. The first thing you need to do is transition from running with the bike, bring your hands forward onto the handlebars and get a relatively low body position. What we don't want to do is jump up onto the bike. You're likely to hurt yourself and may well fall off. It's basically a little hop, step, and land on the fleshy part of your thigh so you can actually get onto the bike properly. So remember, the key rule is you must cross the mount line before you can get onto your bike. Gradually bring your hands forwards, get a nice low position, hop, step, and then you're on your bike and away you go. So dismounting is another really important skill, and it can not only save you time if you learn to do it well, it can also prevent injuries and you crashing. The rule is you must dismount your bike before you cross the dismount line, which is usually marked with a line, marshals, potentially cones. If you're doing a static dismount, really important thing again is to have your brakes on, bring the bike under control, lean the bike over before you unclip. And that's the safest way of dismounting. And then you can get off your bike and go into your running stance. So as you approach the dismount line, start to control your speed. Prepare to dismount before the line, so gentle braking. Come to a stop, lean the bike over, unclip, and then you're in a safe position to carry on running with your bike. So the first part of a rolling dismount is actually learning to take your feet out of your shoes, leaving your shoes on the bike, and that creates a huge amount of efficiency because you can keep moving through transition. So once your shoes are off, you leave your feet on top of the shoes, control your speed coming in, bringing the leg over the back of the bike, and then you can step off and move through at speed. So the key to the fourth discipline of fast transitions is practice, practice, practice. And it's really easy to do. Basically, you're laying out kit in an organised fashion, you're setting your bike up, and then the key is practicing the skills of mounting, dismounting and running with your bike. And that's what's going to make you really fast. It's free speed, so give it a go. So if you want some more top tips on transitions or other areas of triathlon, please visit 220triathlon.com.